Hey everyone, happy Monday. It is Monday, September the 2nd, and I am Allison, one half of Soul Star Energy Collective, here to give you some guidance for your week ahead. For us, it is the start of school this week for our kids, so it's a busy week, and yeah, it'll be interesting. So let's see what the energy is all about for this week. But before I do that, just two quick announcements. So number one, we have a September sale. So it is 40% off our Soul Star Distance Healings and our Soul Guidance readings. So 40% off for the month of September using the code SEPTEMBER. Makes it pretty easy. And you don't have to book the reading or the healing only in September. It has, you have to book it and pay for it in September because the code is valid. But you can book it further out. So, yeah. That's fun. And then the other one is our Soul Activating Journey container is open for registration, and it's early bird pricing until September 9th. So this is our 6-month program. We run it twice a year. This will be the last time. We'll run it for this year, and we invite in a small group of people just because we like to be very hands-on and very intimate, and be able to hold space for everybody. So it's this wonderful transformation, definitely. And it's amazing for Mandy and I to be able to sit and witness people go through this transformation. But it's really bringing you back to your soul and being able to connect to your intuition and learn how to connect to your intuition, how you receive your spirit language, and be able to just start following your soul whispers, basically, to really kind of stay on your soul highest, most aligned path that your soul kind of set out for you. It's a wonderful container if you're looking for expansion, if you're looking for more out of life, or if you're on a healing journey, you're going through stuff, and this is such a beautiful, high vibrational container to move through that. One thing that we hear from our alumni students or our students that are in this container is that once a week, that we all get together over Zoom. It's even if they're feeling crummy or sad or tired, it's they want to show up because they feel good. It is their time to connect, and they just feel good in that moment. So that always just warms our hearts, because of course that's what we want everybody to feel. So if you have any questions about it, book a free clarity call with Mandy and I. Send us a message, and all the information is on our website, so check it out. All right, so we are going to be using, I got some new card decks, and Spirit was like, Mel, we're not using those. And I'm like, that's not fair. I want to use the fun new ones. But they told me to use the Ancient Stones Oracle, which is still a newer deck to me. And it's beautiful and I love it. But when you get new decks, that's all you want to do is play with those ones. I literally have all of them out in front of me because I was trying to do this reading using them, and it was no. Okay, so I'm going to pick 3 cards. Your job is to pick either card 1, 2, or 3, or maybe all of them. Whatever's calling you, that is what you're meant to receive. And you can ask a question, or you can just surrender and receive what message comes through. Okay, so card 1. Come on. You wanted me to use this deck, and then you're not giving me a card. Really makes me mad when that happens. Okay. Weather the storms. Let it change you. Embrace the unexpected. Okay. So I'm really, really feeling, or I'm hearing the word come forward, surrender. And that just keeps like come surrender, surrender, surrender. So what it feels like is sometimes when we are either forced to change or something is presented that feels uncomfortable, we instinctively like to avoid it or push it away, or change it so that it feels more comfortable. Like we naturally do not like to feel uncomfortable as human beings. And this is making me feel like, if because sometimes with the pushing away and the fighting it, actually creates more turmoil within us, within our body. So they're just showing me like getting caught up in like a huge wave of water. The one thing that they say is like, if you fight it, it's going to make it worse. But if you kind of just go limp and surrender to it, you will be, taken out of the water faster than you would if you fought it. And so that's what they're kind of like showing me is like, really like moving into like curiosity. So popped in. So basically, if something's coming up that is kind of like, whoa, I thought I was over that, or I thought I was finished, dealing with that, whether that's like, healing or anything like that. I come up with that all the time with healing my past relationship, and all of a sudden I'll be like, I'm doing good, I'm feeling good. And then all of a sudden something will come and be like, whoa, I thought I'd moved past that. And what they're kind of saying is like, in those like moments, just allow it to come in, and just, don't overanalyze it, receive it, sit with it, allow it to move through your body, however it's going to move through your body. Don't put the alarm bells up like, whoa, 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 and like, I don't want this. It's just kind of like witness it, and maybe, take on that curiosity of why it's showing up, why it was presented, but like not attaching to the outcome, just being very curious, like, whoa, where is that coming from? Okay. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else. And like sometimes when we receive something that is unexpected, or just something that we're not really wanting, being able to change your perspective. So like, pull yourself back, pull yourself up, however you want to. I always kind of see it as like, I'm like, here I am, and I see whatever the obstacle is in front of me. But if I kind of pull myself up and watch it from above as like a third party in a sense, you can see kind of the bigger picture. So you can see, like not just what it is in front of you. You can see like all the other things that may be, affecting it, or the reason for it to happen, or even sometimes like it's understanding that there's a bigger picture, and you're like, oh, this is for my better good. Like this is because this is helping me to heal something that I have needed to heal, and it's bringing it to the light for me to do it. So I hope that helps. I could go on and on and on. Anything about healing, I could go on and on. So try to surrender, try to breathe. Okay, card 2. I'm just like, I need to stop. Card 2. Soul agreement, soul mission, soul plan, life purpose. Ooh, I was getting goosies while I was shuffling this one. So beautiful. Okay. Oh, I just need to. So I feel some activations coming on. So I they're just like showing me like this, like the chakras, like they're showing me the higher chakras, the energies above, that this like connection um is is kind of becoming stronger and lighting up, and it feels like as you continue to follow the your soul whispers, as you continue to walk down this path, it's like that connection is getting stronger and stronger. um and and then what they're even like showing is like that connection and pulling it into your heart space and pulling it down into your root and really rooting it into your reality. That when we can do this, we can even feels like birthing a new way of being, birthing a can even be like birthing a new idea, maybe like moving forward with a new idea that you were kind of thinking of going this way, or you were on this route of going here, and all of a sudden maybe this like kind of epiphany comes and you're kind of like birthing this new way of going and moving forward, and to like really trust that. So trusting your nudges and trusting your gut, and really like connecting to the frequency of it, because sometimes like we have to like really kind of separate our ego mind. So that's our ego mind is kind of like it keeps us safe, but it's also like sometimes like say we're getting a message to do something, and we're like, ooh, I don't want to do that. Like your human is like, I don't want to do that. That's when the ego can kind of like step in, and we can be like, oh, but because I don't want to do that. But all of these signs show that it's like you try to validate why you want to do it the other way. I hope that's coming across properly. So really anchoring into the frequency of it to know if it's like being biased from your ego, from your human, or if it's purely coming through your soul and that frequency. So when you kind of like move into this work, you can feel the frequency changes when you're receiving messages, and really kind of like taking, because it feels like you are able to tap into that frequency. So really try to listen to that frequency and honor it. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Card 3. Most likely going to go over. So if you pick card 3, head on over to either TikTok or our community on Soul Star Lightworkers on Mighty Network to hear the rest. Card 3. Hate when I drop them. Okay, slow down, Allison. Lay it on the altar, hand it over, soften, surrender, forgive. Okay. Okay. So this one is very much, I'm hearing perspective. So I'm hearing you may be asked to change your perspective on a certain, I don't know, pain point or perspective on a certain issue. it just kind of feels like, so sometimes we can get like caught up in a situation, or caught up in how we think something should be, and can like really dig our heels into that. And when we do that, we can kind of like not see all the other aspects of it, and kind of even lose the opportunity to do it from a different way, like do it from a higher what am I trying to say? Do it. I think it's understanding that. I'm going to give an example. I'm going to give an example. So, say you are at work and you are not happy with the way you feel taken advantage of. Let's just say you feel taken advantage of, you're not happy with the way certain policies are, and you kind of can like dig your heels in and be like, nope, I'm not doing it because that is not ethical, or that is not, well, ethical is a tough one, but that is not fair, and all of these things. And we can just like zero in on all of those things, and they all may be true. But we can also then look and be like, okay, but is this worth the battle? And sometimes it is, absolutely. I am a person of, I have a very high, loud sense of justice. And so that can be screaming at me at times. And I have a hard time letting that go when I see something that's not unjust. And, but what it's kind of like looking at is like, okay, but how is this affecting your energy? Is this worth it? Is this a battle that you can even come close to winning? Or if not, where can you release and let go and come to an acceptance that, it is what it is. It's not great. It's not happy, but you know what? You get to choose how you show up and experience it. And so, whatever it is, it's just kind of like understanding, like sometimes staying angry takes more energy than forgiving and just moving on, right? So I think it's really like understanding, like, where can you find forgiveness? And, where will this forgiveness, taking the higher route, maybe being the higher person, whatever it is, but are you able to find forgiveness? And how is that going to help the people around you, help yourself, and kind of like shift your energy? Because we can choose to stay in this denser energy and ruminate in it. And really, in reality, like if you look back in it and you look back on anything and you look back and you're like, man, I was in that energy for way longer than I needed to be, and who suffered? I did. So I think this is like asking you to look where in your life can you soften, surrender, and forgive? Where in your life are you being called to really kind of change a perspective on something, take a step back, and it just feels like it's going to help you in the end. Okay, that's it. I went over again. It is what it is, but I see why they chose that deck. And yay! I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and we will see you next time. Bye!